What's good, chat? How are we doing tonight on this wonderful Thursday night? Of course, we're live. If you know somebody that needs to be on tonight's call, go ahead and let them know that we are live. Um, definitely, of course, bring you another session of this week of crypto, and we have another one on Saturday as well. So definitely a lot of exciting news that's been happening with crypto. Basically, the entire ecosystem with your Solana. Then you have like other new DeFi aspects as well. So there's been a lot of new updates and new releases that's been happening with, of course, Jupiter. Some of you guys have been seeing, maybe on their Twitter accounts or X. But they're definitely developing a lot of on the DeFi space. So definitely go ahead and check them out if you are brand new. But if you guys have been trading on perpetuals, definitely I'll just say this, that let's say you guys are making money on trading cryptos on perpetuals, taking the trades that Microsoft has been taking. And also, let's say you are on prop firms that you're able to withdraw and USDC, right? Then you're definitely be able to um, transfer your USDC, your stable coins into Jupiter, which they actually released the card. If you guys didn't know that already, a Visa card. So you're able to spend your USDC without even having to withdraw into your bank. So that is a game changer, right? And yes, you do not have to withdraw into your bank to be able to spend USDC. Definitely use that towards your favor. All right, I see Gil on the call. I know he's pretty excited about that news. So definitely, um, you know, do what you want with that information, right? So as of now for BTC, we're still. Let me see. I haven't even been looking at the charts to be honest all day. Let's see here. If you guys have any setups, definitely let me know inside the chats, and I'll definitely will take a look at what you guys are looking into for basically just crypto overall. So with BTC that's basically been printing out as of now, total one actually finally cleared some liquidity that we last looked at on last previous sessions, that we've been eyeing these areas to get cleared out. And I do see a nice reaccumulation schematic possibly printing out. I still see probably BTC or crypto is just continuing on uptrending to go ahead and clear this. So I still see, I'm going to delete all this out of the way just because we finally cleared some liquidity. We have these lows here. So I probably do see something along the lines of this. All right. A nice little reaccumulation schematic to print out to take out these highs here on just crypto and just crypto overall. As far as how that can correlate into PTC, I do see. Let me see here. So with Ethereum, same thing. We might even get a little pull back lower, clear that liquidity here, and continue going higher to clear out this high here. I'm gonna delete this out of the way. So this is a nice little recommendations schematic that I'm looking into right now for ETH. ETH. Uh, Same thing with Solana, I believe. Still printing out same thing. 71. I would still like to see it push higher. I do see this area here for BTC. Yeah, I definitely do see this area for BTC. Let me see the smaller time frames: 3 hour, 2 hour, 1 hour, 45. So I will be taking a small setup here. Like we're already in the zone. So we'll be taking a small little setup in here for buys. So risking about 520 pips, give or take. Your TP, we right here. So I'm already in right now. That'll be your TP. Cool. So this is a live idea that's happening right now. You guys didn't know that already. But this is currently live at the moment. Definitely use risk management. Like I've been saying, I've been using low risk on my setups currently because of for like the overall conditions that we're having with crypto as of now, especially with like the war has been going on. Definitely like it's been absolutely choppy. When we're in these areas in here, so I'm definitely using lower risk at the current moment with my setups until otherwise. Let me see here. What's happening with the news? Let's see with Forex Factory on the USD news. Friday. So we have news tomorrow morning around 8:30. And that's basically about it until we have CPI on Wednesday next week. Interesting. I'm gonna look at CoinDesk. So this is definitely like a different platform that I use that I look at as far as news wise. Or just kind of like just anything that's currently happening inside of crypto. What's good, Carlos? How you doing? I see you saw the chats. Let's see here. Get that out of the way. Ripple, Kraken, Surprise Fed, confirmed. So I did see that how Kraken became the first crypto exchange. Let me look at that thing I sent inside the chats recently. So Kraken became the first crypto exchange to gain access to the Federal Reserve's core payments system. So that should be green flags for all of you that are brand new. That yes, the government are tapping into crypto. They're definitely involving crypto assets, crypto exchanges into their payment system. So that's just to tell you that in the near foreseeable future, somehow, some way, it is definitely be implemented into the government, and you definitely will see these kind of news pop up more and more. And as far as how price would react, you definitely will see some movements happening with the rest of the alts that are partnered up with the government like that. So you've probably seen how Pyth made some pretty good moves when they first announced that it was partnered with. I forgot the actual government name, but it definitely was a big partnership right there. Who knows? Maybe there might be even another crypto that we probably already have that have talked about that they're probably partnered up with government. I know Chainlink has definitely been a big factor in a lot of the government activities. So that definitely should tell you guys a lot. And right now we're currently sitting at $9.23 for Chainlink. I'm gonna go back over here. It's official how stock trading is live on Coinbase. Shout out to Nasdaq. See, Bitcoin Room transactions has seen sudden surge on the BTC network. You can now trade real estate futures only on poly markets powered by Parcel. I haven't even looked at Parcel at all in a while. Do I even have it here still? Yes. Let me see here. Yeah, so basically, like, there's been a lot of news happening lately with these kind of different projects. This definitely has been a long time coming as far as these projects, getting involved more and more. What else did I sent out? I think that's basically it so far for this week. So the SEC ends case against Tron founder and crypto billionaire Justin Sun. That's huge. The SEC chair Paul Atkins says that the U.S. needs clear rules for digital asset markets, which is true. You definitely do need clear rules within crypto overall, because that is the only way you can actually push more adoption into the masses. That's really how you can push more adoption towards the masses, and that's kind of like where you definitely will see more collaborations, more partnerships, and be able to even spend crypto in just ordinary places. And some of you guys have already been seeing how we're definitely gonna be able to spend USDC stablecoins in any other place. Right. I know you're already seeing how a lot of DeFi projects, DeFi wallets are already creating like their own Visa backed cards. They're able to spend USDC. So there's a lot of DeFi that's currently growing inside the space, and the overall DeFi space is so undervalued. I haven't even looked at total DeFi chart in a long time. This is definitely maybe even like 2 years old as far as this entire chart. As for like my markups, it's definitely been 2 years since I last even marked up on here. Give or take almost 2 years. We're currently sitting at $74 billion in total DeFi, which is not a lot, which is not a lot compared to what's currently sitting in alts, 716 billion. So basically almost maybe like an 8 to 9x. And then of course you have all of crypto sitting at 2.3 trillion. So do you guys think that it is undervalued as far as DeFi, the whole decentralized finance sector? It is extremely undervalued, 100%. The all-time highs was at basically almost at 200 billion. They had some like old markups where had originally pointed out some potential price targets for around 450 billion in total market cap, and just DeFi alone. So this kind of is like the price range is where I do see DeFi in the future. Can't say when, but it's definitely in the future wise as far as maybe even this run, maybe next run, but it is definitely coming. Let me see here. I've been seeing how like there's definitely been a lot of more negative searches on BTC more and more. I think that I've seen like a Google search where there was like a particular search word that was at its all-time low or at its all-time high about crypto, which is what actually was a negative search criteria. And that definitely shows signs that a lot of people are not even looking outside inside the space. And really keep in mind how many people think that crypto is dead from the drop that happened from like the 120s to where it's at right now. A lot of people. A lot of people think that crypto is dead. A lot of people think that is not going to recover. That we probably won't even see all time highs. People think that ETH is going to die off as well. Solana, same thing. Like they think alts is cooked, but in reality, you know, a lot of people are too focused on the smart time frames, but not so much on what's actually happening on the back end on the higher time frames. Because we've seen you know 30, 40, 50% pullbacks, 60% pullback, which is actually completely normal. These pullbacks are completely normal inside the space. That is why you have to have a rhino skin when it comes to investing. You have to have rhino skin when it comes to investing, because that is really where being able to withstand the negative talk with the news, the negativity that is being spread around social media, especially with the common folks that has no kind of knowledge inside of space, thinking that they're right. Well, in reality, a lot of them are still brand new inside of space, which you can't really blame them. But there's definitely been a lot of activity inside of space, which it'll be dumb of them to not think otherwise as far as adoption. How this new tech assets, this growing asset class, is definitely going to be able to shape the future of um, the world. So it's already even happening as of now. So it just matters just time of when you probably see these kind of big movements happen inside of crypto. Let me see here. As far as like everything that I want to show you guys tonight, I know when it comes to like the news, the charts, what exactly you guys want me to look more into on these sessions, whether it's like the odds, more projects, Definitely let me know inside the chat box because this is really where you guys definitely learn the most is be able to ask these kind of questions and be able to really, further your understanding with everything that's been happening with different projects. So let me see here. We'll go back to onto radium. If you guys didn't know, you guys are able to trade either gold, I believe, like indices on perpetuals on radium. You can trade stocks. I know Tesla's on there. I think Apple as well. And I know in the foreseeable future, we're gonna have access to perpetuals, which is a good thing. Like I know since these IP restrictions is really what hindering a lot of people from even gaining access to this space. And once that gets lifted, then just think about like the amount of money or amount of volume starts pushing into, radium and like other projects as well. So that's why it is so important. Um, Let me see here. Jupiter. So I know with Jupiter, we've been seeing a lot of more bullish movements in Jupiter. Finally seeing some kind of action. Filecoin slowly up trending. LTC, Pyth. I'm still liking AVAX. I'm still liking AVAX as far like where it's currently at the current moment. Um, Let me see. Saw the inside the chat box real quick. Cool. So definitely, my top projects definitely AVAX, Chainlink, ICP, Jupiter. I'm still staking Jupiter. If you guys don't know that already, I haven't unstaked it at all, not once. And since these airdrops were coming out, and since they were gonna plan on removing these airdrops, so definitely this helps with the price. And ever since then, we definitely seen a steady increase in movement um, in the actual token itself. Perpetuals. I know that Jupiter had, I think Jupiter or Radium. I think Radium had a potential a competition as far as the P&L competition on who can make the most amount of profits. I think like the reward was like 100K for the first prize winner, and etc. Let me see here. Hmm. Rewards. I think it was. I believe it was currently somewhere. I know they just released a Telegram bot that you're able to quickly trade meme coins on Telegram using their trading bot called Comet Trading. I haven't used it myself, but I've been using just the Pro on here when it comes to trading meme coins. So pretty good things to see. Terminal swaps. I think it's actually in here. Yeah, it's actually in here. I've been seeing how everything's been moving. Um, as far as meme coins, I've been kind of like slowly getting into it again. I've been seeing more volume, getting pushed into basically just Solana meme coins. And as far as trading it, I've been slowly diving with it, seeing some projects holding more strength than others. But as far as like fully investing into it and seeing like the overall movements, I'm definitely waiting for Solana to gain more momentum before even diving back into meme coins and of course taking some of the plays and also calling it out to you guys But that's why these plays are all degenerate plays. So I would uh strongly advise you guys use only capital you guys plan on losing. Let me see here. Go back. Cool. Go back to decrypt. Cool. So you guys are seeing how a lot of, let's say, for example, let's see here. Where are we at? Bitcoin choice trying to put to the bottom. Says analyst. Who is analyst? That's my question. Stablecoin, Sue. I need to look at Sue again. Powerhouse advisor calls for stablecoin issues with like banks. That was on the 4th. Let's see here. Vitalik urges Ethereum to embrace privacy tools, decentralized systems for broader impacts. Cool. Let's see here. CFTC, offshore. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely been a lot of activity inside the space for this actually week. This actual week. So, um, definitely be on X because that's really where I've been getting all my news feed is on X. Let me see here. As far as like Daniels, I've been seeing a bit more activity on my social as far as like runes. And when it comes to the actual space with runes, it is definitely slept on. Not really many people are looking at it or even like talking about it. So there's definitely a good amount of possibility where we will definitely see some kind of growth inside that space. So definitely been holding on a couple of just one particular coin, like I've talked about, which is dog. But as far as like when we'll probably see like runes, definitely probably even when we start seeing more volume get pushed into BTC. That's probably only when we'll probably see that entire sector with Daniels, runes really see their moment. I'm definitely not gonna be able to have this session for long for tonight, so definitely will be a nice little quick session. I'm gonna look at Caspa, Pyth. So definitely feel free to ask any questions on here while I kind of like scan alts as of now. Ton dot parcel OTC fetch. So I've been looking at H bar OTC. So a lot of these coins don't really show much movements at all. Like it is definitely challenging for I know for some of you that like seeing these coins like not really doing much. But I definitely hope you guys have been steadily accumulating like these assets either weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, and just buying like the main ones, whether it's um Chainlink, AVAX, Filecoin, ICP. Definitely even look at what's even moving inside CoinGecko, right? Chainlink's at number 18. Even on the first page, you have Ton, Chrono, Uniswap, right? Some of you guys have seen Uniswap recent pump, which is actually on the smaller time frames. You have Aave, right? DeFi space, ICP ranked number 56. What else? Some of these I have not seen at all. Some of these are brand new. Like I have no idea what this is. This is brand new. Filecoin 79. render that 84. So this is actually all the currently in the first page. Bonk, usual, interesting. Cool. So, without further ado, definitely, uh, quickly wanted to go over a couple of things. But definitely we'll go ahead and end it off there. It was pretty much a short session. Any questions you guys have, definitely let me know inside uh the actual chat room of Powerhouse if you guys have any questions. But definitely let me know. And I know that we do have the cruise coming up next month in April. So, if you guys are curious to even hop on or even join in on the actual cruise, the spots are actually filling up, and definitely you would not want to miss on being on a boat on a cruise with all your favorites people that were actually speaking at the uh, Blueprint conference that happened recently. So I definitely will see you guys next time on the next call. I know there will be more calls this weekend, so definitely be on the lookout for that. But other than that, hope you guys have a blessed and wonderful night, and I'll see you guys next time. Let's get it.